Well, hello there, grandchildren. Welcome back to another episode of Granny Goatee's Food Review Show, where Granny Goatee reviews your favorite foods. Thank you for joining me on another episode today. I have a very interesting morning to tell you about, actually a couple 2 days. It is November, so we are in the new month, and IHOP has their pancakes of the month. Now, unfortunately, the only IHOP near where I am at, within another 2 hours in every direction, does not have that one of the ingredients for their new pancake of the month. I went there yesterday to get that video out to you as soon as possible. And unfortunately, they didn't have the ingredient. They told me to come back today in the morning because their food delivery truck will be here. Now, I went today again, and they did not have it again. So IHOP is really dropping the ball. They told me that they will have the ingredients for their new pancake of the month next week, which is too late. So I had to go ahead and do an emergency investigation to see what other item I can review for you for this weekend, so the weekend is not a bore. I know that many YouTubers and content creators do not create content for the weekend, and one of the reasons is they want to spend time with their family. Another reason is they just want to relax, and another reason is a lot of viewers are out and about doing things, so they don't put it out on the weekend. But I think that there is a limited amount out there, and for some of you that are staying home, I want to put out a video on the weekend for you to enjoy, okay? Now, my emergency investigation that I conducted came to the conclusion that Cracker Barrel has a new cinnamon streusel French toast breakfast that they have brought out for the holiday season that will be available throughout November, I believe. And I went ahead and I ordered that. Now, it took a little bit of time for them to get it out to me, but at least I know that it's fresh and it's hopefully going to be delicious. Okay, now before I get into this, oh, by the way, shout out to Cracker Barrel for giving me real maple, well, this is 50% pure maple syrup to all my Canadians out there, and 50% cane syrup, so there's no high fructose corn syrup in here, and it's glass, and I just love that. So shout out to Cracker Barrel for doing that, always providing us with that higher quality maple syrup for our French toast and our pancakes. Before I get into this, grandchildren, if you're here for the first time, please subscribe, and please turn on that notification bell. And if you do enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, as it helps with the algorithm and helps us get to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers. Well, 500 first. Oh my gosh, oh, my headscarf is coming apart. Excuse me, grandchildren, let me get this. Oh my goodness, this is such bad timing for my headscarf to come apart. Excuse me. You know, Granny Goatee has to be looking her best whenever I'm doing these videos. Okay, so gotta get that headscarf on tight. Now, if you do want to hear the history of Cracker Barrel, I have done a video before, and you can go ahead and check out this video here. After you're done with this one, there will be a pop-up that will open up in a separate window, and you can watch that to get the history of Cracker Barrel. Okay, grandchildren? Now, this breakfast not only comes with the French toast, but it also comes with 2 eggs, however you like them, and it comes with 2 strips of bacon or sausage patties. Now, I chose the bacon, and I always ask for my eggs to be scrambled fresh. A lot of places, now I'm not sure about Cracker Barrel, but a lot of restaurants, when you ask for scrambled eggs, they will give you those box eggs that they pour out that is pre-scrambled, and I think those things are just gross. And when you ask for fresh scrambled eggs, grandchildren, you will see that the eggs will have yellow, orange, and that white in there. You can see that these are not a consistent color. coming out of a box, and I really love that. And I just can't stand those box eggs. They actually upset Granny's stomach, maybe because Granny is so old school. Oh, well, we're just gonna let it go just like this. We're just gonna let it go just like that. I'm not gonna keep tying it. Hopefully I still look good. Comment down there in the comment section if you think that Granny Goatee still looks good with her headscarf all jacked up. So shout out to Cracker Barrel. They gave me a second maple syrup. So here are those cinnamon streusel French toast. All right, and the way that this is described is it is a cinnamon streusel bread dipped in Cracker Barrel's famous batter. Okay, and then it has also a cinnamon and cream cheese icing. All right, and I have to tell you, that smells just so incredible. The overwhelming scent of cinnamon and that French toast batter, it is just tantalizing my senses. And tantalizing my senses, grandchildren. All right, so let's go ahead and try these eggs. And they also gave me some butter, which I will go ahead and put on top of this French toast and let it get its melt on. Now, before we dig into the French toast, let's go ahead and try these eggs and this bacon. Now, of course, they did not give me any plastic silverware, but Granny Goatee is always ready whenever I get plastic silverware that I do not use from another restaurant. I always keep a hidden secret stash inside of my vehicle to make sure that I can access in emergency situations like this, because my hands are not too clean right now to be able to be raw. That's the wrong word I want to use, but to be just going all hands on deck on here. All right, so let's get oh, look at this, grandchildren. They gave me two strips of bacon and a third strip of bacon. Oh, the bacon stuck. And a third strip of bacon. Now, these are nice thick cuts of bacon. Look at that. None of that flimsy, tiny bacon that you get from like a Denny's or something. And 3 of them. Now, I think it was supposed to be 2 slices, but they gave me 3. So let's go ahead and try it out. I have to tell you, grandchildren, you could taste that. You could taste that this bacon is not a cheap bacon. Sometimes when I go to these types of restaurants that serve a traditional American breakfast or something along those lines, they will have that thin, flimsy bacon that really takes on the taste of that old oil, because they keep frying the bacon on there. They fry it, then they fry a new batch, and they fry a new batch. And when it comes out, it is just, it has this specific disgusting taste, actually, that kind of lingers in your mouth even after you've eaten the bacon. You're getting none of that with these nice, crispy bacon strips. And it's not underfried. It's not burnt and overfried. It's perfect. That is wonderful. Good job, Cracker Barrel. I was a little disappointed that it took such a long time for them to make this meal for me. But I think they realized that it was taking a long time, and they gave me an extra maple syrup, and they gave me an extra slice of bacon. And that really makes me feel a lot better. Let's try these eggs. Take a look at those eggs, those freshly scrambled eggs. I have no seasoning on here, no salt, no pepper. They did not give me any seasoning with it, which I am a little disappointed. But these eggs are so fluffy, so properly scrambled, that they're just so good on their own. I don't even need the seasoning. And just to give you an idea, look at those eggs. They are just perfectly scrambled. And matter of fact, I think they may have given me a third egg. It's definitely possible. This looks like it may be 3 eggs and not just 2. So shout out to Cracker Barrel for hooking up Granny Goatee. All right, let's go ahead and dig in. Now, some people, they actually take maple syrup and they put it on their eggs. Now, I have done that before in a pancake sandwich, that video that I linked earlier, but I've never done it just on eggs. I've seen it done before, but I've never actually done it. I gotta be careful with this syrup, make sure it doesn't spill anywhere. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes with that maple syrup. Look at it dripping on oh yeah. All right, here we go. Sweet eggs, that's not half bad. I prefer it with ketchup, but that's not that bad. All right, I give the sweet eggs, syrupy eggs, just the sweet eggs, 6 out of 10. Well, that first part of that breakfast was really exceptional. Now for the part we've all been waiting for. All right, I got no knife, but we're gonna make do. Oh, Granny, are you gonna put all of that syrup on there? Oh yeah, grandchildren, you know it. We gotta make up for that fail from IHOP. Not cool, IHOP. I mean, I love your pancakes of the month. You always get them to me. But this time, what a major fail. I am not happy about that. But it's okay. At least we get to have a delicious breakfast from Cracker Barrel. I don't know where I put the receipt, but this breakfast was $12.54. I'm not sure how much it will be wherever you are located, but here where I am, it was $12.54, okay, which is not that bad. All right, let's go ahead and taste this. Oh my gosh, I really need a knife, but unfortunately I don't have one. Let's go ahead and just bite into this like a beast. Like a beast. I just squirted syrup all over me. Party foul. Every single time. First of all, what I love about this French toast is the fact that this bread itself, it's not dusted with cinnamon. It has cinnamon baked into that bread. A good amount of cinnamon. You don't even need that cinnamon frosting or that cream cheese frosting to be able to be hit with that overwhelming delicious cinnamon taste. the maple syrup, the fact that it is not high fructose corn syrup, that is soaking in and basting this streusel cinnamon bread so gracefully. I cannot tell you how delicious this is. When you have that flavor infused into the bread, the flavor is deeper. It's more potent. It's not a little bit of dust on top that kind of blends in with your saliva, goes away instantly. That cinnamony flavor is consistent throughout the entire bite. It is so pleasing and pleasurable. Really a good idea to be able to... You know what it reminds me of? Have you gone to Costco and then they have this loaf of bread in their bread section sometimes? It's not like freshly baked. It's in the section where they have all their bagged up loaves of bread. And it has like a cinnamon / raisin like baked into the bread. That cinnamon bread with those raisins inside, that's almost exactly what this cinnamon bread tastes like. And it is so nice. This is probably the best French toast I have ever had. And that's not saying much because I'm not a big French toast granny, but this French toast is off the hook. And take a look on the other side, grandchildren. You see those swirls of cinnamon baked into this bread? It is exceptional. And look at it from this side. I mean, who is going to look at this bad girl right here and not want to dig in? That looks just absolutely scrumptious. It is amazing. Oh my gosh. That is so good. It is so sweet. It is so decadent. It is so heavy, but I don't care. Oh my gosh. I am party fouling everywhere. Spitting chunks of French toast all over the S2000. All right. That is so good. I told myself I wasn't gonna eat this entire thing. And I can't tell you how happy I am that IHOP didn't have that pancake of the month, because then I wouldn't have probably done this review. And I'm so glad that I did this review. I can't imagine those pancakes being better than this. Oh my gosh. Naughty! Naughty, Granny! Ooh, you are being naughty today. You gotta ask for forgiveness. Oh my gosh. We're gonna do a lot of praying and running on the cardio machine. Oh my gosh. Take a look at those swirls in there. I cannot tell you how delicious this is. My words are not doing it justice. You have to go to your nearest Cracker Barrel while these streusel cinnamon cream cheesy French toasty things are around and get one. I mean, I even like the egg on this, on the one side. That crispy egg that you have on this side, it's really nicely fried and it adds another layer of complexity. I know that French toast is dipped in egg, usually on one side or both sides, and they fry it like that. That's how they make French toast. But every time I've tried French toast, you really lose the egg in there. And it oftentimes I don't think it tastes very good, but this tastes awesome. And that crispiness of those edges of that egg just add another layer of flavor and complexity. Oh my gosh, let's go for another bite. that butter, ever so slightly salty, just accentuates and pulls out the sweetness. Such a good idea to put salted butter on top of this instead of unsalted butter because it helps to draw out those sweet and cinnamony flavors. Really exceptional Cracker Barrel. I mean, for $13, I am so thoroughly pleased with this new item that you have for the holiday season. Even the eggs, even the bacon, exceptional. All right, here we go. Out of this world, man. Oh my gosh. Well, spank my fanny and call me granny. That was the best French toast I have ever had. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, grandchildren. I love it. I love it. I love it. Cracker Barrel. I am going to clean this syrup up, grandchildren, because I will use it again for something else. Since they were nice enough to give me 2 bottles of their syrup, and it's in glass, so I don't have to worry about any phthalates or plastics being secreted into this syrup, which is great. Well, grandchildren, what does Granny Goatee think about this new item, this new cinnamon streusel strudel French toast from Cracker Barrel? Well, give me a second. I know you're wondering why I'm going to be drinking water out of a washed honey jar. Well, I don't like drinking things out of plastic. And also, this is the way grannies roll. Oh, I needed that. So what do I think about this French toast? Well, let's do the French toast. The eggs and the bacon, they get an 8.6 out of 10. Really good eggs, really good bacon for a nice price. You cannot complain. They didn't even have seasoning. No salt, no pepper, nothing. Just straight up on its own. Excellently prepared. So not over fried, not overcooked, not dry, not burnt. The eggs were like clouds. So we're gonna give that an 8.6 out of 10. Now, as far as that French toast, grandchildren, that is the best French toast that I have ever had in my entire life. Okay, and I'm gonna give that French toast a 9.2 out of 10. I mean, just the fact that they had, I mean, I already went over it. I'm not going to beat you over the head with it. You should, excuse me. You should definitely try that French toast. If you live nearby a Cracker Barrel and you want to go with your family over the weekend or something and enjoy something new for the holiday season, stop by your nearest Cracker Barrel and try that French toast. I'm sure the kids will love it too. And why don't you come back and let me know what you think? If you appreciate me putting this video out, leave it in the comment section. I enjoy reading over all the comments. And once again, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and support Granny Goatee. Subscribe if you're here for the first time. It's a crazy world out there, so why don't you join Granny Goatee on this roller coaster ride? And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Okay, grandchildren? And thank you so much for joining me on another episode. And I hope all of you, every single one of you, has a fun and safe weekend with your friends and family. All right? I'll see you on the next video, everybody. Have a good day, grandchildren. Bye-bye.